Hey, Phil.
Hey.
All right, so you found the perfect vehicle on the dealership lot.
Ooh.
And the sticker price looks good.
Yeah.
The vehicle obviously looks great.
Of course.
The
I chose
payments
it.
are affordable.
Right.
But all of a sudden you're paying thousands of dollars more because the dealership had pre-installed a whole bunch of accessories. Is that legit?
Kind of. Even though, yeah.
I'm Ryan Leverett.
I'm Phil Menzat.
And together we have over 25 years of experience working in dealerships. And we're here to give you the behind the scenes, the car buying 101 secrets so that we can save you time, save you money, and help you have a better experience next time you buy a vehicle.
Yeah, and avoid those costly errors like buying $5,000 worth of accessories that you never really wanted or needed.
Now, the reason that we asked, is it legit, is because sometimes people do want those things.
Sometimes, yeah.
So what a lot of dealerships do, especially on new vehicles and especially on trucks.
Oh, trucks are the most.
So we're
notorious.
talking primarily Ford, Chevy, GMC, Dodge, Ram, maybe Toyota and Nissan as well. They will pre-install a whole bunch of accessories on a vehicle. And they do this for two reasons. One of them is kind of legit, and that's because a lot of times they will pre-install accessories that most customers want.
Yeah.
And by pre-installing them and bundling together, they can give you a little bit of a discount on them.
And you gotta admit, it does look a little bit better too.
Yeah, like at the dealership I work at, we pre-install on all of our trucks. We do mud flaps, locking wheel nuts, spray in box liners, and all-weather floor mats, which I think is a great package. It's what most customers want to buy anyways. However, some dealerships go way too far with installing way too many accessories that a lot of customers actually don't want.
Or need.
Yeah, for sure. And a lot of customers want to install those things on their own.
Yeah.
So what's important to know is that in most provinces and in most states in the United States, we have something called full disclosure law, which means that a dealership has to disclose to you all of the stuff, the accessories, the fees, and the price before you ever get to the dealership. Now, they can do this one of two ways. They can do it online or they can do it on the vehicle itself. Mm-hmm. At the dealership that I work at, we do it on the vehicle. So you might see a price online and then walk in the dealership and see the vehicle on the lot and it's actually $3,000 more.
Yeah.
And that's a bit of a tough pill to swallow for most people.
Yeah.
Now, that isn't necessarily a bad thing in the sense that, again, a lot of people want those accessories, they want those bundles anyway, and they are saving a few $100s by buying them up front. Mm-hmm. But what's important is full disclosure, meaning that before you actually sign anything on that vehicle, you get everything in writing, line by line by line, not just the price of the vehicle, not just the payment, but everything in between, including fees and accessories, all of the above. And if you don't like the accessory package, if you don't like the fact that dealerships do that, because most dealerships do. I don't know many dealerships that don't pre-install a bunch of accessories.
Every dealership that I've worked at, especially trucks.
Yeah.
I mean, truthfully, okay, mud flaps, not a bad thing on a truck. Spray liner, I like the spray liner.
And they typically don't come from factory with a spray liner.
No, they don't.
Mud flap. So for the dealership to install them when they hit the ground, so that you have them pre-installed, does save you a little bit of money, but it also does save you time because then you don't have to come back and get those things installed after the fact if you want them. But if you don't like that, if you don't like being surprised by the fact that a dealership has pre-installed an accessories package, then we have a couple of suggestions.
Yeah.
One of them is do a custom factory order.
Yeah.
It's honestly one of the best buying experiences you are ever going to have.
Fun.
It's super fun. It's like Christmas, man.
So it's your vehicle. You custom pick all the little things you want in that vehicle.
You're not overpaying for things you don't need, and you're not getting anything that you don't want.
Yeah.
And it's honestly like Christmas when it shows up. The only downside to doing a custom factory order is
you gotta wait 3 or 4 months or whatever it is
time.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
But if you do have 3 or 4 or 5 months to wait for a vehicle to show up, that's a great experience. You can also, especially if you're working with a sales professional that you know, like, and trust, you can also ask, what do you have coming in that kind of matches what I'm looking for?
Yeah.
And this works on both new and used. In fact, you did this when you bought your truck. You let me
Ranger.
know. You're like, listen, I'm looking for XYZ.
Everybody knew I was looking.
And when that vehicle landed, man, before it almost touched the ground, let alone became part of our inventory, I was calling Phil to say, you got to get down here and look at this vehicle.
Yeah.
Now, you can do that on vehicles that are inbound with new and used. If you let your sales professional know exactly what you're looking for and what your budget is, they can keep an eye out for stuff that's really specific for you. And then you get to put your name on that vehicle before the dealership does any weird stuff.
Right. And that's so true, especially rather than waiting that 3, 4, 5 months, however months it is for them to assemble that vehicle for you. You can find something that might be very close to, if not like you wanted coming in. And I just say that because there's so many configurations possible with the North American vehicles that, not so much the vehicles like the cars, but the trucks.
No.
Holy cow. And if you look at something like the transit van, like,
oh my God.
There's like, I've heard there's something like 1,000 plus possible configurations.
Yeah.
So
the Mercedes Sprinter is the same way too.
Yeah.
There's a few vehicles out there like that. But what we wanted to tell you today is to make sure that you are understanding everything that comes with that vehicle, and that dealerships are obligated by law to share with you everything that is on the vehicle before you pay for it. They might do that on their website. They might do it on the vehicle. Please make sure you get a full breakdown of the accessories, the fees, the packages, everything that's included in that price.
Yeah.
Do not negotiate the payment first, negotiate the all-in price first.
Right.
And if the dealership tries to hide things, just leave.
Oh yeah.
It's the wrong dealership to be shopping at.
Yeah.
And please do not fall in love with a vehicle until you know the full story. And if a sales professional is not willing to tell you the full story, especially on things like accessory packages, just leave.
Yeah.
I make sure when I'm doing a full walk around and test drive with a customer, they know what accessories are coming on the vehicle before we ever get to numbers. Make sure that your sales professional is doing the same.
That's right. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and follow us for all those useful insider tips that are going to avoid you those costly errors.
Stay tuned for more content. We'll see you guys later.
Take care.